Yo. It's your boy Speedy with my main man, the host of the After Hour, the After the Game radio show. It's Gary Payton.
Well, I'm speechless right now. Hit that beat again one time. Here it go. Do it again. Y'all know this is my song, right? Yeah, here. Huh.
Did you put your shirt back on? Put your shirt back on, though.
No, I'm always keep my shirt off. Yeah. Hey. Okay, we can cut it.
Oh, my bad. It's After the Game with Gary Payton and
say that.
Your assist man, Speedy.
Could you say that again?
It's After the Game with Gary Payton.
And then I throw you a lob and you dunk it down.
Well, I'm a dunk.
Okay.
In '84, I dunked.
Speedy,
you was in the third grade in '84.
Speedy, you ain't never dunked in your life.
Please, bro.
Get out of here, man.
I had them skills.
Go on out of here, man.
I had them.
Yeah, whatever.
I had them Blake Griffin skills.
Yeah, whatever.
Now they just Rick Andy Griffin. Yeah, they Andy Griffin right now.
He said Andy Griffin.
Yeah, they Andy Griffin right now. I'm the dude that bounced the ball in out of bounds. That's me. I'm real nice right there.
Yeah. That's what you do in Calabasas, huh?
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, that's what you do.
We already there.
Bounce the ball.
Right. Good to have you here, GP. We took a. What happened to you last week, man?
Hey, listen, man. Last week something came up, man, and it's all right. We here now.
I was here.
You wasn't here, man.
I was here. The mics wasn't on, but I was here.
But that's okay. I like you to be here. That's all good. Yeah, keep me right. You know,
we missed last week. We want to give a definite shout out to Dallas Mavericks, who are the world. Are they really the world champion, or just?
Man, they the world champions, man. You always gotta, you know. And then
I like the Mavericks.
The Mavericks was great, man. We gonna give props out to the Mavericks. I got to give props out to my boy Jason Terry and especially Jason Kidd, who I wanted to win, man. From Oakland, I raised him since he was little, and I wanted to give that to him. You know what I'm saying? And
now he got a ring. You got a ring.
Everybody got a ring. B. Shaw got a ring. All of us got a ring. B. Shaw. Hey, but listen. Right now, we on the phone right now with my dude. We got to go to that right now because I got B. Shaw, my dude, B. Shaw, man, my dude on the phone right now. Come on in. This is my partner right here.
What's happening?
Oh, now you want to laugh? Talk about what's happening?
Sound like you in a mansion right now.
Hey, listen, he is in a big old mansion. And first of all, man, me and B. Shaw, we got a little event in Oakland, California. Our hometown on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Saturday.
B. Shaw is one of the dudes who raised me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
he older than you.
Yeah, he older than me. He's gonna have it at his house this Saturday, man. It's for the EYODC. It's a program and a center that we got in Oakland, California. That's really, really big, and we dedicate back to him. B. Shaw opened his heart up and his love and had it at his house. Oh, the big old thing sitting up over there on the hill.
I can hear the
echo. You know what I'm saying? What's up, B-boy? Tell me what's happening, man.
What's happening? Well, I'm glad you gave a little plug to our event that's coming up Saturday, June 25th. My wife and I, Nikki, are hosting, and we are honoring GP himself along with Aaron Goodwin and Mark Curry, as well as Vladimir Radmanovich, who we had to get somebody local from the Golden State Warriors, and he's come through the center and done some things there for the kids. But it's a place that we've all, at some point or other, had an effect on our lives, and we all want to give something back. And so we're having it's called Something for Everyone, and it's benefiting the pathway to college for kids, trying to send kids to college throughout the nation, right out of Oakland, California. And some of the alumnus who've come through there, obviously Mark Curry, Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, Marcus King, as you all know, there from Foxxhole.
Who's Marcus King? I'm trying to think.
Shamar Moore, Tony, In Vogue's Don Robinson, and Keisha.
Wait a minute, Shamar's from Oakland?
Yes, indeed.
I did not know that.
And
well,
so,
Speedy,
we it's a small city, but we produce some big things out of Oakland and
B. Shaw, don't. Speedy ain't nothing, man. Speedy don't know nothing about our town, man. Our town is so big.
That's
man,
what I want to know, B.
Yes,
you still got your jumper?
Oh, they didn't go nowhere. You know, that's like once you learn how to ride a bike, you always know how to ride a bike.
B-Shaw, if you see this fat boy right
Wow.
here, you a jumper. Wow. You'll put a J in his mouth every day of the week.
We have a one-on-one.
I saw him. I was at one of his shows about a year ago. I saw him. Yeah,
don't sleep on me. I am somebody.
All right, B, listen to this, man. Everybody, you my boy, love you to death, man. We have been through thick and thin. Don't want to put you on the spot or nothing like that.
But we're going to do it.
I have to express my disappointment to what the Lakers have done to you about the job situation and everything. We don't want to get into that. But what we want to do is ask you, what is your future plans for next year or whenever you want to do? Let everybody know what the future great head coach that's going to be coming going to do in the future.
Well, I'll let you guys in on a little something that I'm working on, and you could say that you heard it there first. I just actually, I was disappointed that I didn't get the job there with the Lakers, and but that's kind of the nature of the business. We, a lot of things are out of our control, but I'm gonna hit the ground running and go into survival mode and come up. And I just came back from Indianapolis, meeting with the Pacers, and if everything can get worked out, looks like that might be where I'll be heading next as an associate head coach with the Pacers, and to assist Frank Vogel there, with the young team that's got a bright future, and it'll provide an opportunity for me to stay visible and stay in the business and in the mix, so that when the next round of head coach openings come up, I'll be right there, ready to go.
And we will be. And we wanted to give a shout out too for another Oakland boy, one of y'all guys, Lester Connor.
That's right. Lester's a head assistant in Atlanta with Gary Drew, and you can go on and on. Gary kind of touched on it a little bit. The rich heritage of Oakland. We can drop names all night long. Bill Russell, Paul Silas, Clint Eastwood, Tom Hanks. Too Short.
Clint.
We can go on and on and on. Ricky Henderson, Dave Stewart.
I've met Ricky Henderson. He is, and he was like, Ricky be Ricky. Like, I tell the story. Ricky, his first check he got, his first $1 million check, he didn't spend it. He had put it in a frame.
Right.
And then he was at home.
He told the story 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So stop telling the same
story, man.
Stop telling the damn same story,
How you
man.
keep $1 million check on the wall?
Shut the hell up, Speedy. Come on, man. God damn. Hey, B, man, I get this shit from this man every time we talk, man.
Why did you write on the paper for me to say it again?
What shit? You said it like a sucker. Listen, man. Well, B, man, I'm going to see you in a couple of days, man, and we're going to play dominoes and do what we have to do, man. I got C4 in the house right now. He listening to you, man. He's sitting over here. He might be texting you right now. He don't know what's going on. But
I did just give just get a text message from Chris Farr. We had a little domino session last night. Doing like we do it.
Get out. You should give out the website, too, for the event. You guys have a website?
Yeah, what is it? Do we have a website?
Let me see.
It's the EYODC.
www.eoydc.org.
.org, yeah.
So if you want to give out money, and you're not from Oakland, but you would love to help out the kids there, say it again for us there, B-Show.
It's www.eoydc.org.
Yeah, we right here in Oakland, California, doing what we got to do. Hey, man, dog, I'll see you in a minute, man. We going to play dominoes in a hot second, man. Thanks for having you on, baby boy. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, appreciate you for having me.
All right.
Oh, I'm happy for him, man. That's dope, man. Man, got to get a job at Indiana. That's dope.
Yeah,
even Lakers was wrong, but
the Lakers was wrong, but we all good, man. One more time, man. We're gonna give it out to www.eoydc.org. EOYDC, man. This is from my hometown, and I'm messing it up, man. I'm tripping like a mug, man. And God, you better start writing that right, man. And do the thing, man. Okay.
Your E is right, E is backwards, Pimp. But we
your E is backwards, but it's all good.
Yeah,
once again, www.eoydc.org. Come on, God, man. Golly.
And if y'all get it on there, if you want to call in, talk to us, 855-369-9898. That's 855-369-9898. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Gary Payton and After the Game. After the Game.
You're back now at the Jack Off Hour. This is DJ Easy Dick. I'm gonna balls right now, something new by the Snoop Doggy Dogg. And this one goes out to the ladies from all the guys. A big bow wow wow. Cause we gonna make it a little mystery here tonight.
This is my song right here.
No. Wait, hold on. You ain't gonna say nothing yet. Man, we gonna keep this bumping for a minute. You understand me? It's your last night, baby.
Play this one. I clean up.
When you open up your gap. Here we go. I had respect for your ladies.
But now
what? What is that? But now I take it all back. One more time. Sing it again.
Cause you
gave me all your pussy after the game with Gary Payton. and you lick my balls. Balls. Gave you number on me. Here you go. But baby, I make you a call. Get it. Cut it.
You stupid as Yo, you gonna get that all day, all night. Also, too, we are all heading to Atlantic City. Join us July 4th. 4th of July weekend is going to be off the chain. The Foxxhole Radio Show Celebrity Weekend is going down, hosted by my boy Jamie Foxx. GP gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I heard Richard Pryor. Well, Richard not gonna come, but his cousin them gonna come. He's gonna be off the chain.
Richard Pryor?
Cousin. Is going to be there. And the whole Foxxhole crew is going to be heading over to Caesar Hotel and Casino. We'll be getting down all that weekend. You got to go to Ticketmaster to get the tickets. So you go to Ticketmaster, get the tickets, because they're going fast. You can't,
hey, Speedy,
can't slither up in there.
We're going to have a special blackjack tournament to let you learn how to read numbers and call.
Well, I can actually count because I got 9 kids. I can actually count.
You all admit on radio that you got 9 kids?
They listening.
Okay, well, all right then, man.
So join us. Foxxhole Radio is coming down 4th of July weekend. We're going to be in Atlantic City. We're going to be doing a big takeover that weekend.
We're going to do it big. Do it big, man. We're going to be in Atlantic City, man. It's going to be cracking.
Yeah, it's going to be cracking like jacking.
Yeah. What's happening? What we got, man?
Yo, we got the draft happening tomorrow.
Hey, check this out. We got the draft.
We got draft happening tomorrow. But first, tell everybody your experience. That night, they called your name because you said you waited 6 minutes. You was the second pick.
Yeah, the only reason I waited 6 minutes was because they had to go to that 5-minute clock. You feel what I'm saying?
But what did it feel like to be drafted? What was that whole night?
I felt great, man. You know what I'm saying? Once you know a guy that's coming out of something that I was coming out of Oakland, California, you didn't have a little, I ain't gonna say I didn't have no money, but I had some little money.
Yeah, some money, but it was a
what I'm saying? It was cool, though. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get drafted as high as I did. It was a great feeling. All these kids are gonna have a different experience, man. Once they hear David Stern say their name in that first round and just do that, once he said, with the second pick, the Seattle Supersonics pick Gary Payton for Morgan State University, that's just something else, man. You know what I'm saying? But
so they're gonna be ready tomorrow.
They're gonna be ready.
So we're gonna do the top. We're gonna go do the top 14.
We're gonna do the lottery pick. But you know what I'm gonna do? Since me and you, Speedy, we got different opinions, man. We're gonna get my dude. Everybody know this is my man who keeps me right with everything. Jesse. He gonna keep me right. Jess. You know what I'm saying?
White.
Say something, Jess. Say something.
Yeah. How you doing, GP?
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Jess, I'm gonna let you
always
go.
gotta have a white guy on the show. That means it's gonna last.
Man, I always have to have a token.
Yeah, you gotta have one white guy. If it was 3 black dudes, we ain't gonna last long. We got one white guy.
It's a black show. We got a white boy in here.
Yeah.
He and Jess know I can say a white boy. Can I, Jess?
Jess is cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is
sweater and a shirt on.
So and he look good though. In the summertime, it's hot as hell, but Jess got it. Okay, Jess. Listen what I'm saying, Jess. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go down the whole draft. I want you to give your opinion because you are expert today. All right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that to you. You tell me what's going on. I'm gonna go Cleveland Cavaliers right now. Who should they pick?
Cleveland, I think they're going with Kyrie Irving, point guard out of Duke.
Okay, why did you think that?
All right, well, they just got Baron Davis this past off season, but they don't seem like they want to keep him.
Baron making good money. So I know
Baron's that's kind of why they want to get rid of him. Mm-hmm. Making too much money, so they're going to get rid of him. They need a new point guard, a new face of the franchise with LeBron gone.
Yeah, so. need a star, not a star player, but a star person to take over where LeBron, where that
Well, on that, Jess, I'm saying a young guy like that, do you think that he's going to be able to control a team like Cleveland? They're in turmoil right now after what LeBron has done. They're very happy because he lost the championship. What do you think Irving can do for them? Do you think he can give the leadership to them and bring them back to where they should be?
Well, I don't know if he's going to do it right away, but I think he's the right guy because especially it's a young team right now, so you might as well go with a young guy to lead that group of young players.
And they've
got the 4th pick in the draft too, so they're going to bring another young guy in with him. So you look at that, 2 young guys to build that team around. I think Irving's the guy.
Okay, Minnesota,
Derek Williams, no question.
You got to take him. I think personally, he's the best player in this draft right now.
We talked off of air. Now, tell exactly what you said. Do you think this is a soft draft?
This is a soft draft. This is a very soft draft.
But you like him?
I like him the best because I think that he can turn a basketball team around. I think that he's a big guy. He can dribble the ball off the dribble, and he can get something done. You know what I'm saying? I like him a lot. And plus, he's from the Pac-10. I got to go with him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's the best one in this draft right now.
Okay. So you think he's the only one that will be an all-star?
I think he's the only one that can be an all-star out of these players right now. I think he's the only one that can possibly in the next 4 to 5, 6 years can be an all-star player. Okay. Let's go to Utah, Jess.
Utah, I think they're going to go Enes Kanter, the Turkish center.
That nobody's seen play.
That has played about 2 games in the past year.
But he came out with a lot of pump from there. When he couldn't make the grades or whatever, what did he do? He didn't make something or something? What happened?
He's ineligible.
Yeah, ineligibility. He was originally going to go to Washington and had a little bit of a scandal there. Tried to go to Kentucky and it didn't work out there. So he went back overseas and now he's back in the draft after playing in Turkey last year.
Well, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on foreigner players because they just say because they can play. I'm not big on that. So we're going to see if that'll be a bust. Then
who was the best foreigner player you played against that gave it to you?
Oh, Petrovic.
Gave it to you?
Gave it to me. When he died, that was the worst thing in NBA history because he was the only one that gave it to Michael Jordan like that too. And Michael Jordan will tell you that right away. He'll give you 40 anytime. And that's why he's in the Hall of Fame right now because Petrovic was a great basketball player. Great basketball. Let's go to Cleveland.
Cleveland, I think they're going to go with
Utah. You missed Utah.
I know we just did Utah.
No, we did Utah.
Cancer. Okay.
You know what, Speedy?
It's okay.
Shut your mouth, man.
Hilarious.
I don't know what you be doing, man. Shut up. God dang. Okay, let's go to Cleveland.
Go to Cleveland.
They're going to go with most likely Jonas. I'm going to butcher this last name, but Valanciunas
glad you said it.
Out of Lithuania.
I haven't never seen him. Have you ever seen him?
I've seen him a little bit. He's legit 7 foot tall, so he's a big man.
You got him listed at 6'11", but hey,
he's got some moves in the paint. Like most European players, probably a little soft, but
I think the pictures they do show on or the video they show on him is him dunking on everybody. A couple dunks he does coming down the paint, dunking.
He got to get little get-ups. Yeah, so
some get-ups.
Okay, we'll see about that. I don't know about that pick. So let's go to Toronto.
Toronto right now they're taking offers from San Antonio about sending Tony Parker for that pick, but if they don't do that, then Brandon Knight out of Kentucky, point guard. That's who they're going to go with.
I don't like him a little bit because I don't think he established what he had to do in college this year.
He's nice though.
He okay. I don't think he's better than Irving. I really don't. Irving was hurt all year. I don't think he's better than him. I don't even really think he's better than who came out last year from that goes to Washington. That's Washington right now. What's his name?
John Wall.
I don't think he's nowhere near him. But he came out. This is what I'm talking about, a weak draft. A weak draft.
So he should have stayed.
I think he should have. I think he should have stayed, and he would have been a number 1 pick probably. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the draft is about now, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
To get that money.
Okay, let's go to Washington.
Washington, you're probably going to see another foreign guy here, Jan Vesely, another athletic guy. Speedy talked about the Lithuanian guy dunking on people. That's what this guy can do. He's a high flyer. He has a lot of highlight dunks. Pretty raw as well, but in a weak draft, as Gary said, you're going to get a lot of these European players going pretty early.
Okay,
so he got a jumper, because that's what they usually come with when they come overseas. He got the nice little...
Yeah, he's got a good mid-range game, needs to step it out a little bit further to the three-point line. But, yeah, he's got a little bit of a jumper, and he's athletic, so that's what he's got working
at
for.
At 6'11", he's playing they got him at power forward, but if he got to be able to hit that jumper.
Yeah, Sacramento,
Kawhi Leonard out of San Diego State.
I like him.
He's more of like a Gerald Wallace type player. He's athletic. He's going to run. He's going to bring energy all game long. So Sacramento's probably going to go in that direction.
I've seen him play. I like him a lot. I like him a little bit, not a lot. Not a lot. I like him a little bit. I don't know if they need that. Sacramento doesn't need that.
They got a whole lot of the same kind of players.
They got the same players.
Yeah.
They're going to That's why I'm telling you these drafts to me are very weak, because you're picking now the best player in the draft, and he's probably the best, seventh best player in the draft. So that's where they go now, and I just don't like these drafts. That's why I want these kids to stay in school for 3 and 4 years, so that you can get a better feel for these players, and then we have more players to play against each other. So now let's go to Detroit.
Detroit's got a couple options because they need a lot in Detroit.
Coach, did you get a coach yet?
No, not
yet. They just got rid of John Kuester. Tristan Thompson out of Texas, big power forward, shot blocker.
Nice.
He looks like the guy. If they're going to go another direction, then Kemba Walker would probably be the guy at point guard. But if they're going big, they'd go Tristan Thompson most likely.
Yeah, and I've seen him, and I think Detroit needs a lot. They need to rebuild their whole team. So this is another pick that just the best athlete.
Aren't they looking to trade the small forward?
Tayshaun Prince, Richard Hamilton. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yeah,
they need to get rid of their old guys and just go new. That's what they need to do. Let's go Charlotte. Let's go Jordan.
Marcus Morris out of Kansas. He's one of the two twins. He's the one who can.
That's the one that can play.
He's the one who can score. Yeah, he's the one who can shoot the ball. He can do pretty much everything. He's a good player.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good pick for them. This is the guy right now, Milwaukee. Who do you think?
Klay Thompson. And Gary, I know you like him a lot.
Love him.
He's a shooter. He's big. He's athletic.
Michael Thompson's son, for those who don't know.
Michael Thompson's son. And, Jeff, I think that he should go higher than this.
Yeah.
Really? I think this draft is going to be really a little bit different. I think somebody's going to surprise and pick him before Milwaukee.
Was he hurt during the year? Is that what it was?
He wasn't hurt during the year. He got in trouble about the weed and stuff like that. He got in trouble. Yeah. He had to sit out a little bit or whatever. But this guy, at 6'6", 6'7", can walk past the half court line and stroke it. Yeah. He is a player. And just tell him. I seen him in the Pac-10 tournament, and he played against Washington and almost beat Washington. And I was going to see my young guy Isaiah Thomas, and
I like Isaiah.
And he lit them up. He had 43.
Yeah, he can shoot the ball big time. He actually outshot Jimmer Fredette in their workout against each other from 3-point range. And Donnie Walsh, who drafted Reggie Miller, said he thinks this guy is the next Reggie Miller. That's how good he thinks he is. So
that's what I thought.
Good pedigree, though.
Yeah, so good. Let's go to Golden State.
Another shooting guard here.
Mark Jackson.
If Klay Thompson is gone, Alec Burks out of Colorado. He's not as much of a shooter as Thompson, but he can get to the basket whenever he wants. Big shooting guard too, 6'7" as well. So he's a pretty solid prospect.
You like him?
Yeah. He's okay. He's in a weak league to me. Colorado is about to go to the Pac-10, and I think that's going to change a little bit with these basketball players because they're going to see a little bit more. I didn't like Colorado's their league. He did what he's supposed to do in this league. Yeah. And it's not a good league for me. But for him to go this high, it'll be a great thing. Okay, let's go to Utah.
Utah is if they take Cantor, the center, with number 3, they're going to go definitely with their hometown kid Jimmer Fredette at 12. He's the hero there for BYU, National Player of the Year, can shoot the ball, as we said. So if he's available, Utah's going to take him.
And he's going to be like a JJ Redick to me.
Do you move him to point?
You can't move him to point because he can't handle the basketball. First of all, when you see people score like that in college, it's not going to be like that in the pros. He has to come back and guard somebody like Chris Paul. He has to guard somebody like Dwayne Wade. He has to guard Kobe. He can't do that. And I don't think that's going to happen. You score that many points in college, nobody in this league right now is going to let you score points like that. I don't care what they say. These dudes got pride. Kobe, all of them got pride. So I don't think he's that type of basketball player, and I'm going to say it on record. I don't think he's that type of basketball. He's going to be like a JJ.
Now, if you're still in the league, when that first game against him,
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to tear his head off.
Now, you giving him bumps or you shoving him?
I'm going to beat the shit out of him. I'm going to give him 40, too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll give him 40. I'll call every play to him. I'll be like, y'all get out the way. Yeah. Let him ISO him all day long. If he would have played in my era, I would have gave him 50 every night. Because I would have made, welcome to the league, youngster. That's what I'm saying. I would have bust his ass every time.
You can't teach that.
Yeah, let's go to Phoenix.
Phoenix, they need a lot. Like like we said with Detroit. They definitely need some size. The other Morris brother right here, Markieff Morris.
Ooh, the twins going in ooh, that's nice right there. If I'm their daddy and their mama, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Money.
Go ahead, Jess. Tell me.
Yeah, he can't score as well as Marcus, but defensively he can block shots, he can rebound the ball.
He hit them boards.
And he hit the boards hard. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's go to Houston one more time.
But you know they're thinking about a trade, but it may not happen. Which is
they were talking about sending Steve Nash for the number 2 pick to Minnesota, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Steve don't want to play in Minnesota.
No,
you
definitely
can't get
not.
a ring there. No.
But yeah, at 14 for Houston, Chris
Rockets.
Singleton out of Florida State. He's long, he's 6'9", he's a great defender. If he can improve his offensive game, he'll be a pretty good player.
Okay, thanks, Jess. That's our professional who gonna give us the analyst. He gonna get a job at ESPN sometime too, and doing all that other stuff.
Now call in. Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
855-369-9898, or hit us on the Twitter. You can hit us on GP's Twitter, Gary Payton _20, or hit us on Foxxhole. At Foxxhole Twitter, and we got some people was responding to what you're saying.
Call in, y'all. Come on now.
Definitely call in.
Down with me.
From your Twitter, GP, we got the real Mackey. He said Derek Williams should be the first pick.
I think so too. Like I said, I told you he's the best player to me in this draft right now. Irving was hurt all year. You know, he comes back. These people are going off what they think is what's going to happen. Ability or whatever, or and then plus, Cleveland is the first pick because the simple fact is that's what they need. Cleveland need a point guard, so you're going to go with what you get. They don't need a power forward. They're going with what they need. Yeah. But we're going to go to this caller. Come on, Brett from Seattle.
Yo, what up, GP? I got a 2-part question for you, and it sounds like you just answered the first one. I was going to say you had to start a franchise in Seattle, what pick would you take? It's different than if you had the number 1 or 2 because they don't necessarily need those positions. So you think Derek Williams at 1? Would you agree with that then?
Well, what are you saying? You're trying to say if Seattle had the number 1 pick right now and we had to start off with a team, who would I build it around?
Yeah.
Well, when you build teams around, you either build it around a center or a point guard. There's no center in this draft right now. And you know what I would do? Not a good one. Yeah. I don't think it's not nobody like a Shaq or anybody like that. Even Dwight Howard, who I think is not as prime as everybody thinks. I think he needs a post-up game to be really, really good. But right now, I would pick a point guard. And to me, I would pick Walker from Connecticut. That would be my guy. I would get him. I would start my game around him because I think he's a scorer. He's a player that he's got a lot of dog in him. He plays like me. I think he's got a lot of hog in him. He goes at you, and I can get him to pass it. I can get him to pass the ball and score, and he can shoot the ball. So I would start my franchise around a guy like that. Okay, thank you very much. Next
Appreciate the phone call. Thank you.
GP from Cali. Oh, GP. What's happening?
Are you calling yourself?
Yeah, I'm calling myself.
Who's on the phone? Go ahead, dog. Is he there?
Hello?
Need a new phone, pimp. You got to pick up. Oh, there he goes. GP, you there? You hung up, GP.
I hung up? It was my phone. I was calling, too. Y'all didn't see me? I called myself. Did you see me call? Shoot, I did that. Shoot. Come on, we ain't got no more callers coming on? What's going on?
855-369-9898 is the number to call into.
Okay, man. We got Big Ben from Kentucky.
Busy.
What's happening?
What's cracking?
Shit, nice shit. What's up with you, GP? Speedy, what's been cracking?
What's happening, man? What you smoking on, man? What you got?
I got that sour diesel, baby.
What's your question, pimp?
Hey, I agree with you there, GP. I think if I was going to build my franchise around somebody, and I think that maybe Cleveland, I'd look at getting Kemba Walker, because like you said, he's an exciting player. He can pass the ball, he can score, distribute, whatever he need to do.
Yeah, I think so too, because Cleveland needs some excitement. They done lost LeBron, and getting Irving. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a great basketball player, and he can be really good in 2 or 3, 4 years. But I think when you want to make something happen right now, you have to get an exciting player. And I think Kemba Walker is that exciting player. I think he makes things happen. And he's a winner. Yeah. And he's the guy that I would go for. If I was the president right now, I would have to go with somebody exciting to get my franchise back to where I want it to be.
Damn, Skip.
All right.
Thank you for the phone call. Let me hit this Twitter one. Someone hit you on your Twitter, GP. And is Isaiah Thomas coming out this year?
Yes, he is. And I'm trying to pump
him
up.
And they're thinking maybe he might go to the Mavericks or the Kings. What do you think?
And I hope so. I hope he go to the Kings. Really, I want him to go to the Mavericks because then Jason Kidd can teach him. Okay. Then I can be a little bit more closer to him. Jason Terry can teach him. If he goes to the Mavericks, that'll be a good thing because
that little dude is
because
nice.
me and Jason Terry is his role models.
Okay.
So he would be right under Jason, and they would be always working out and doing things. And then Jason Kidd will be right there. That'll be a good pick for. Yeah. I would love to see him go there.
Nice kid.
Yeah. Let's go to Reggie from DC.
Hey, what's up, Gary? How you doing?
All right, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, that's good. Hey, I hope that the draft ain't that weak. You know what I'm saying? And I only see like 2 people that are basically like, difference makers or whatever in the first 10 players. Is there anybody that's like a dark horse that we overlooking or whatever? I mean, anybody that has some skill that we just haven't talked about?
Well, I always say my boy Isaiah Thomas, the little guard. We just been talking about him. He's going to be a little dark horse for everybody. Whoever gets him,
he got a jumper.
Yeah, whoever gets him is going to be a steal. I think it's going to be a really, really big steal. People don't understand. I think the steal is Klay Thompson too. These two guys they're not just because they're from the Pac-10. That don't mean that these guys I've seen them play. And whoever get these 2 kids are going to be really, really happy with what they do. And these guys are going to really surprise a lot of people in this NBA. And they just got to understand that some of these guys that they don't put on the radar and they put everybody else above them, they're going to be better than most of these kids that they put on that is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And I think these 2 kids are going to be sensational.
Can you see Klay as an all-star 3 or 4 years?
Yes, I can. If he gets on the right basketball team and does what he has to do and shoot the ball and do what he needs to do, he can become an all-star too. I forgot about him. I said Williams, but I think Klay Thompson can be an all-star too.
I'm wondering why Charlotte wouldn't take him if they had got rid of old boy they sent to Portland. So why not take him in that round? Because you need a power forward or a small forward that can score.
That's what I'm saying. But we don't know what's going to happen here, Speedy.
Yeah.
This draft is this is a mock draft. This is what people are mocking. We don't know who takes what. We don't know what's going to be traded, who's going to be traded here, what they're going to need. We don't know none of that. So we're just saying this. But I think Klay is going to be a little bit. It's going to go a little higher than what it's supposed to. But we're going to take a break.
Listening to our show, they'll do it.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back on Foxxhole 98. Go 40, cut it.
Yo, we are going to be sprinkling. We're going to be, the whole Foxxhole is going to be in Atlantic City. Join us 4th of July weekend, Foxxhole Radio Celebrity Weekend, hosted by Jamie Foxx. We'll have a lot of celebrities in the house, include my man, GP going to be there. A lot of people going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Jamie's going to be hosting all that weekend. We're going to be live at the Caesar Hotel Casino.
Check this out.
And the only way to get your tickets, you got to go to Ticketmaster to get your tickets. You can't call me. Can't hit GP.
Well, you can call me. Shoot, I got tickets, man. I got tickets, man. I got my man right here next to me who running things, Marcus King, man. I got tickets, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all call me, man. First of all, this is what we gonna do.
It's gonna be
somebody gonna come to Atlantic City. We gonna get you some tickets. If y'all can name my mama's first name right now, I'll get y'all 2 tickets right now.
It ain't Gary?
Huh? Speedy, you act crazy right now. You know what I'm saying?
And hit GP on his Twitter, which is Gary Payton _20.
Yeah, do it again.
Gary Payton
_20.
20.
Okay, what's that then? So now what we're doing now?
Phone number is 855-369-9898.
Look, we're gonna come out in this one. We're going to go to the phones real quick because I told y'all what we about to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My people's over here kicking me, talking about we can't do that and all that old stuff. Man, I got these tickets, man. Come on with it.
Give them away. And it's going to be off the chain. We're going to do it. It's going to be comedy, music.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing cards. You going to play dominoes?
Yeah, I'm going to play dominoes.
I'll move that ass down. And we got a one-on-one tournament that I'm going to play you in a one-on-one.
What? You ain't gonna play nobody in the one.
I'm gonna win,
man. Whatever, man.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna bust your ass. Come on.
You're going to 12. I got 11.
Okay, James from Florida.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah, I was just calling, man. I'm from Florida, man. I was trying to first of all, I want to say, Speedy, man, you guys did it big down in Biloxi this weekend, man. I went down with my cousin. You guys
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I want to ask GP, man, what do you think with Tony Parker? What would you give up for Tony Parker? And one more question, man. What do you think Chris Paul going to end up? Think go down there with Miami with LeBron?
Yep.
Well, this is what I'm gonna say about Tony Parker. Tony Parker is a little bit. He's right now. He's old right now. He's been hurt a lot. Yeah, he's old right now. Tony Parker. That's my guy and all that other stuff. But he's old now. I mean, you can't do that, and he's hurt a lot. So you can't give that much away give for him, because a lot of people is not going to take an old guard who can get a new guard like a Irving or like a Walker and build a franchise around. Parker, he's done what he's done.
I think he still got something left.
He got something left, but what would you do? Why would you give something away where you can get a guy who can get for 10 years and you can only get a guy for 2 years? You know what I'm saying? So you don't do that. So I don't know what they'll give for him. I don't think they'll give a lot for him. I mean, but it's not like that. This is the NBA now. You know, they're going by on what the future is, and I think that's going to happen. And then the second question is, he was saying about Chris Paul. I don't think if Chris Paul goes to Miami, that'd just be some gay stuff to me. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I would rather go to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? And play against some dudes, and all three of us play against them three and be the big 3-2 down there. Yeah. Then call me what I want to call. I'll be my big three. Play my big three against your big three. I never go with anybody and make 4 people against one another. Man, listen, I'm playing against everybody. I'm a hog. Matter of fact, if I was Chris Paul, I'd go to Toronto and try to bust them niggas' ass. Eric from Oakland.
Oaktown, represent.
What's up, GP?
What's up, Eric?
No, but I had a question for you, man. So since Cleveland has the picks that they have right now, what do you think the future of Baron Davis is?
Well, it's not good, and that's my boy too. So I got a lot of boys in the NBA.
He'll land somewhere though.
No,
he can land somewhere like Miami.
First of all, I don't think he's going to land anywhere. I think he's going to stay at Cleveland. I think they're going to be. And if you guys have seen Baron lately, he's a good dude. And a good diplomat dude. Yeah. He's saying the right things for Cleveland. He's doing what he has to do. I think that's a great pick for a point guard to go. Either Walker or Irving. They're going to take Irving, which they're going to take.
Training him.
He's going to train him. Yeah. He's a good guy to come underneath, and Baron would teach him. And that's what they need. They need a veteran point guard who can teach him that type of stuff. Baron is not going anywhere. He's going to stay in Cleveland. You know, he makes too much money, and people is not going to trade for him right now. That's another old guard, which guys don't want to have. That's why they're drafting a point guard, because they want to make Baron groom him to become their future. And Baron understands that, and that's why Baron's probably going to play a backup role at some point in this season. He might start off, or he might do anything. I think Irving's going to start. That's going to be a good thing.
I know we got a call. Quick question for you. You think Iverson? He says he would come off the bench for a team. You think he's going to come back?
No, I don't think anybody's going to take a chance with Allen Iverson right now. I think his name has been slandered a little bit in the NBA, and that's just where it's going to be. Okay. You know,
because he said he would come off the bench.
He would, but people are not going to believe that right now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. And you know, Iverson again, one of my boys. You know, and it's just not going to happen.
Who we got on the phone?
Eddie, Venice, California.
Welcome to After the Game. What's up, Eddie?
What's up, GP?
What's going on, Pimp?
Hey, man, I got a couple questions for you, man. What NBA player reminds you of yourself right now, man?
None.
All right.
Nobody reminds you of the glove, huh?
None.
That's right.
Can't nobody remind me of me, never. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be the only one and the legit one. That's it.
And what was the second question, though?
The second question was, I think if any team spends a draft pick in the top 15 on the European player, they're stupid, man. Because the European players are soft. I don't think they should even go in the top 15, man. What do you think, GP?
Well, you know what? You know why they were going with foreigner players? Because foreigner players were the type of players who knew how to play basketball. They've been playing basketball since they were little in them club teams, and they knew the right way to play. That's why they were drafting people.
Playing against grown men, too.
Right. Yeah. And what happened was, we had made a big thing. We had made a mistake by all the young kids coming in there getting in trouble and didn't know how to play. And when we were getting drafted at 17 and 18, most of them kids weren't making it. It wasn't the LeBrons. It wasn't the Kobes. They wasn't making it in the NBA. So they were taking chances on these kids and giving them money. And then all of a sudden they was only in the league for only a couple of years. So they started going to foreigner players who knew how to play the game and was drafted. And then they would sit in there and be the role models in the league. That's why we were drafting these players. That's what the same thing is now. We don't have a lot of kids in college right now that know how to play this game. They just athletic and talented. And that's why they're going back to foreigners who you have never seen play. You haven't seen them play. You know what I'm saying? And they're going back to them because they say, well, if we're going to take a chance on a young kid, might as well take a chance on these kids who have been playing over here all the years and been playing all the time and playing throughout the year and playing against grown men, pro type players. And we'll take a chance at it. And they're 6'7" and they can jump and they can do everything. So that's what it was.
And the number again is 855-369-9898.
Quinn from Los Angeles. Come on in.
What's up, Quinn? Turn your radio down, dog.
Oh, man, can you hear me?
Yeah.
And the radio.
All right. Yeah, what's up, GP? Yeah,
what's going on?
I'm from L.A. You know, I'm just calling. I'm a big fan of yours. You know, you got me on the Lakers when I was, a little kid. I used to like the Seattle Sonics at first, but then we went to the L.A. Lakers. I started, rooting for the Lakers. So I got a quick question for you.
Shoot.
Seeing that you was on the Lakers, what's up with GP? I mean, what's up with Derek Fisher, man? Why you didn't teach him defense while you was there?
Oh, you something else.
Fish know to take a charge.
Hey, listen, Fish is a good defensive player. He's one of the last old school players that play like me. He's really tough, and he gets in there. He might not be the type of basketball player I was, but the defensive side, I have to give it to him. He still can do it. He still get in there. He'll bump you. He'll frustrate you. But you can't teach everybody how to play defense.
And
you
got
to know how to play.
Speaking of the Lakers, they only have a second-round pick, and they have them taking their power forward.
Well, they don't really need anything. They don't need anything.
They need a guard.
They need a point guard, but they don't need nothing. I just think they all
stay with Fisher another year.
You can't stay with Fisher. I mean, first of all, they need to get a point guard, and I think they will. But they're just soft. You know what I'm saying? To me, they're soft. So if they get a little bit, they'll be cool.
I hope they crash and burn me.
Mike from Baltimore.
I'm sorry, King.
Hey, what's up, GP?
What's going on?
I want to try to see if I can guess your mom's name, man, for them tickets.
Go ahead, guess.
Go right ahead, man.
I'm gonna go with Monique.
No.
Is he close?
No.
Is he a letter by? Or?
No.
What is your mama name?
No.
855-369-9898. Call in. Try to win the tickets. He is needle in the haystack on that.
Needle in the haystack. No. It's not going to happen.
How would you find?
He was thinking about my wife. That's my wife's name.
Yeah,
Monique.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
I used to do shows in Seattle.
Yeah, she used to be on the beat your butt.
She would be in the back going, if the comic wasn't funny, bring up the next motherfucker, Speedy. I'm like, wow, for real? Once again, call in 855-369-9898.
Hey, check this out, Speedy.
What happened?
This next caller, right? She from here, right?
Yeah.
Guess what her name is?
What?
Superfly.
Put on the phone.
Come on, Superfly.
Get on the phone, Superfly.
What's up?
We got a girl.
What's up,
It's our first
Superfly?
girl. This is the first girl on the line.
Hey, wait, hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. All right, what's up? Hold on. Why do they call you Superfly?
Why do you think I'm Superfly?
Okay.
Well, okay then. Shit. Well, then talk to
And you know
shit.
sports, so talk to us. What's your question?
No, don't get mad. I didn't really know your mama's name.
What is it?
Annie.
Who done told you what my mama's name is? Who the hell told you what my mama's name is?
Somebody in the background.
Somebody in the background. Now that's some cheating ass shit right there. Who told you my mama's name?
She just came up here.
Who just came up there?
That's my partner in the background, just confirming it. It's Annie.
Yeah. Okay. Get your number, name, and everything with the people when they get off the thing. Now get your ass off my show. With your cheating ass. Get them your name and number. We'll hook you up.
Yeah.
You got it.
We can't fly you down there. I don't know how you
But if you get there, we got you.
We got you. Get to Atlantic City. That's a long way. Where you live, sweetheart? Oh, she's in L.A.
She's in L.A.
So you're going to have to ride with
what's
me,
up,
huh?
Troy from Detroit?
Troy, what's happening? Troy, you there? Troy?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Troy. You got a question for us?
Yeah, I said, why everybody hate Miami so much?
Because they don't think. Well, I don't know if it's hate on Miami. I think next year, I don't know if it's going to turn 360, but I think it won't be as many people hating on Miami.
Well,
because they know they're going to win next year.
Troy, let me ask you this: why you like Miami?
Yeah.
Because man, they got the stars for a championship. Why can't they win it?
Well, you just because they got stars. You didn't like Miami last year, did you?
Yeah, I liked them last year.
Okay, why did you like them last year though? Why you like them last year?
Good. They had D-Wade.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple good players.
No, you can't name them. No, you can't name nobody, man. Go on, man.
You should have said D-Wade twice.
You should have said D-Wade twice. Listen, you just seen because what LeBron them did on TV, man, y'all like him, man. The reason they don't like him is because the way he did what he did when he announced when he went to Miami.
I didn't see nothing wrong with that, G.
I do. That's disrespectful to the Cleveland franchise. You should never put nobody on display.
But he gave all that money to the boys club.
It doesn't matter. You did what you did, but you announced it. You don't put people on stage and like that. You people that you've played with for 7-8 years. Okay, you play for this city. Okay, instead of just going ahead and say I'm going to go to Miami and tell the franchise that I'm gone, you don't have nobody wait. And just be like, please pick me. You know, you don't do that. You don't do no shit like that, man. You don't pick me. You know, everybody was talking about pick me. And then when he did it, he didn't.
Did you watch it?
I watched it. I watched it because I wanted to, because it was a drama.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You on TV, that's a drama to me. You know what I'm saying? You got ESPN putting an hour show on there, and then you do that. I don't care what he did. That's his decision.
But the fact he gave the money to the boys club,
that's great. But don't matter what you gave. Don't matter what you gave to the boys club. That don't do anything. It's just like Shaq when he did everything and they retired and he did it at his house. He gave everybody free dinner. It doesn't matter. You do that because that's what you want to do. You got to keep your name out there. But I'm just saying I didn't like the way he did it. And I bet you from now on, David Stern will never let anybody else do that. I'm going to guarantee you that. Watch what I tell you.
Wow.
Watch what I tell you.
I don't think nobody would take that chance.
Nobody else will ever do what he did again. I'm guaranteeing you guys that. Watch what I tell you.
They won't do it.
And David Stern told y'all that after that. He said he didn't like the way it was done, and I bet you he won't let ESPN or nobody else put a show together like that again.
Called Pick Me.
Yeah, it's pick me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to.
855-369-9898. You're listening to After the Game with GP.
Oh, shoot. You know what?
And Speedy.
Check this out. We're getting some hell of a names right now.
What you got for me?
Man, this is from Ohio. They call Double Trouble. Come on, Double Trouble.
Turn your radio down, dog.
Hello?
Turn your radio down.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Turn your radio down,
What's up,
dog.
GP?
What's going on, Double Trouble?
Hey, no, this is a long haul down from Columbus, Ohio now.
Oh, man, you're rolling down. Why they call you Double Trouble? Are you trouble?
Yeah, I'm double and I'm trouble.
You're on that highway. That's what it is.
I'm on that highway.
Well, tell me what's up. What's happening?
Yeah, I want to ask you a question, GP. Who you Knicks can pick up in that draft to come around with Carmelo and Stoudemire?
Knicks got the 17th pick.
The Knicks got the 17th pick, and who they say they going to pick? Go ahead, Jess. I'm going to give you my yes.
I'm actually a big Knicks fan, so I'm all covered on this. They're either going Iman Shumpert out of Georgia Tech or Vucevic, the center out of USC. Those are the two big ones.
Well, tell us, Jesse, which one do you suggest they should pick?
Well, I would want Klay Thompson if he falls there, but that's not going to happen. But
17. No,
but I would go with Vucevic, the center. They need size. They have no big men on that team
and that
whatsoever.
Would move Wetchcon to the power forward.
Well, Stoudemire is naturally a power forward, so move him there, and you get a center in there, play some defense, which they need badly. So they need a big man. So if he's there, they're going to take him.
Okay, there you go.
And I think Denver got him when they asked for that other kid,
Mozgov.
Yes,
yeah,
because he was coming around.
Yeah,
and then Denver was like, "Nah, we want him too." and Denver knew you're gonna need a big man in the West.
Yeah,
they got the Knicks on that one.
Denver did a great job of doing that. I think just really the Knicks gave up too much for Carmelo. I wouldn't have gave up that much for Carmelo. I would have let that slip by. They gave it too many players, good players too, and I think Denver's going to be a pretty good team with them players from you guys.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I think that's why when you see Donnie Walsh not coming back, it's because James Dolan, the owner, took over those negotiations and gave up too much, which the GM didn't want to do.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Jess, for that.
Appreciate the phone call, man.
John from Mississippi.
MISSI.
ISSIPPI.
Yeah, it's the first thing you learn in high school.
Go ahead, John.
Hey, what's going on, GPA? I was just wanted to know what the Boston Celtics can do. Can they go out and maybe get free agent Tyson Chandler? I went to school with KG, so I just wanted to know what they can do to try to solidify themselves for a good center other than what they got.
They got the 25th pick.
Yeah, they got the 25th pick. And listen, they made a big mistake when they traded what's his name? Kendrick Perkins. When they traded Kendrick Perkins, they made a big mistake. Yeah. And what the rumor is now is that they're trying to give Rondo and Green up to go to Toronto to get DeMar Rosen and a couple of picks and
DeMar Rosen?
Yeah, and Johnson, I think, and a pick. I think they're trying to get rid of these guys, and make their team come back. I think that Danny Ainge, he knew he made a mistake. They talked about it all.
Danny was saying that he didn't think he could sign him at the end of the year. That was the whole thing.
Well, it doesn't matter. You don't give a player up of that caliber who's last year, who you missed and could have beat the Lakers. If he would have played, I think the Lakers would have lost.
Yeah.
So you do not do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's his business, like we said. And I think Boston needs to think about it. They're getting old. Ray Allen is not going to be there too much longer. Kevin is getting older. He's getting hurt a lot. They need a lot of things, and they need to make a decision right now. Doc has made a commitment to come back, and I think that was a good move by him to come back and try to do this.
Was it 2 years?
No, I think it's 3 or 4.
So he's going to coach against his son.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, you think 4 years. He wants to coach against his son. So I think that's a good thing.
You got one from your Twitter, GP. We got Red Hood _DC says, do you think the Spurs can rebuild in 5 years to compete for a title?
The Spurs, no, never.
It's over.
They're over. I think that they're too old. They're done. That's it. I'm just going to tell the truth, man. My boy Duncan is getting old. He's slowing down. He's not the Duncan that he used to be. When he got hurt this year, that really hurt me because you see when you get older that your bones do not heal as fast as you think they do, and it took a toll out of him. Tony Parker, he went through a lot of this year. He's not the same basketball player. Ginobili is still playing the way. They got a lot of guys that, I just don't think they can do it. They got a great coach, but it's just not going to happen.
And you got one more from Twitter. Great name, too. Len Bias, yo.
Oh, that's my man.
Great name. They said with the Milwaukee, they should take Klay Thompson for sure.
Okay, yeah, if he's there, I would. I would for sure. Let me tell you something. Cleveland, Minnesota, Utah, Cleveland, Toronto, Washington, Sacramento, Detroit, Charlotte. Y'all should take him too, you fools. Shoot. All right, Kansas.
Nice.
KC from Chicago.
What's up, dog?
What's good, GP?
What's cracking?
And fam.
Appreciate
I wanted to comment on that LeBron. The dude called about LeBron first off. I mean, I look at it like what he did was a whole move. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like he the 2-time MVP. And what 2-time MVP gonna leave his city to go play with somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like you in your prime or any other raw future Hall of Famer in their prime back in the day ain't about to leave a city to say, okay, yeah, I want to win championships, so I'm going to go play with Jordan, I'm going to go play with Reggie Miller. I just think that was some whole-ass shit, personally.
Well, his thinking on that was, I need at least 2 more people, or at least another star person to take the load off me when them nights when he don't want to be the man, as we've seen during the whole year.
But, Speedy, what he's saying
we saw that during the whole year, though.
It don't matter. There you go. Don't never go to Don't never go to nobody's city. Yeah, you can. If you're LeBron James and you tell that owner, listen, if you don't get nobody in here, I'm gonna give you 1 more year and I'm gone. You're gonna have to get rid of me. They'll bring somebody in there.
And they're gonna make it happen.
They're gonna make it happen.
Also, I'm a Bulls fan, so I'm trying to figure out what you've been hearing about what they could do. I'm thinking they need to package the 2 picks and try to get a Monte Ellis or O.J. Mayo or somebody like that, because they got to get my boy D-Rose.
Talking about Chicago?
No.
Yeah.
I think only thing they need is a shooter and a big man. That's it. If they can get somebody who can come off, a 2-guard who can come off and shoot the ball with some picks or anything, J.J. Redick could be really good for them. If you can get him for Orlando coming off picks, scoring like that, I think that'll be a great pick for them, and try to get a big man.
But wouldn't you want him to start, though?
Who? J.J. Redick?
I'm saying if you're going to have.
Oh, yeah, you would have to start him because then it'll take a lot off of D Rose. See, they rely on D Rose too much. And when they went against Miami and Miami started playing that D and D'ing him up and put a bigger man like LeBron on him and played like he did, he couldn't react to that way. LeBron was blocking his shots a lot, and he's not that type of basketball player that can shoot over players. And when he went to the bucket, they were hitting him.
Yeah,
and there wasn't no calls called, so it was a bit different game for him. So, and then everybody didn't show up, and I think Boozer didn't show up, and then, all them guys didn't show up.
Now, you talking about somebody came up, he came up on the money, because he can't play a whole season.
Hey, listen, Speedy, we're going to turn the lights out, and I'm going to rob you, and then when we get up, that's what we're going to do.
Is that what Boozer did?
Yeah, he robbed him.
He robbed
shit out of him. Robbed the fuck out of them. That's rob shit.
And they got Chicago has the 28th pick. They have them taking Kyle from Duke, Kyle Singler.
Yeah. Well, listen, Chicago gonna need something. I think all these stuff gonna have to come in trades. Everybody's gonna have to get trades. You can't get nobody in these drafts, so that's what it is. Listen, man, we're gonna have to wrap this show up today, man. Speedy.
Great show, man.
It was a great show, man. I mean, we wasn't here last week, but we gonna be here all the time.
Put a little
man.
extra on it this week.
You put a little extra on it. You got a W on your hat now, huh?
Well, that's for the Black Washington.
Okay,
Negro League.
Just read the shit, man, and be quiet.
Foxxhole will be heading to Atlantic, and then be quiet. Foxxhole will be heading to Atlantic City. Join us 4th of July weekend. Foxxhole Radio Show will be totally off the chain. We're gonna have music. We're gonna have the radio show's gonna be there. We have comedy, singing. It's gonna be a little bit of everything's happening that weekend in Atlantic City. Make your way there. 4th of July weekend. We're taking over the Caesar Hotel Casino all that weekend. You got to go to Ticketmaster to get your tickets now because they're going fast. You're going to be doing your show.
You're a lot of fucking wind, man. You're
going to be doing your show.
Like a motherfucker.
Also, too.
Listen, man.
Hit me up. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hit me on my Twitter. Speedy is funny. That's Speedy IZ funny. Hit me up.
Don't hit that nigga.
Hit me up. You got questions. We will be in the house that Saturday.
Yeah.
You'll be doing
my
your show live.
I'm doing my show up there.
Yeah.
Y'all listen to me, man. My show going to be out there in Atlantic City, man. We're going to have a good time, man.
Yeah.
We're going to be there from the 1st all the way through the 4th. It's going to be live, man. We're going to be in Atlantic City. We're going to do it. Listen, man, I got to thank my boy Jess, who is my right-hand man. He do all the computer. He got everything jumping on there. He doing everything what it is. So it's all good. Now cut this shit off, man, and shut your ass up, Speedy, and we gone, man. This is After the Game, man, with Gary Payton. Now shut your mouth up. Bye, nigga.